Good morning. This is the Patriot Radio News Hour. Joe is taking off a day early. He's going to be going to the crypto conference there in Las Vegas. I was invited to do so as well, but I declined on my trip because I took over the radio station in March, and couple of weeks later, here I am. It's like, okay, I got to figure out how to bring some revenue in, do the job, find out how things are going to move moving forward. And 2 weeks into walking in the door to run the radio station, and here comes Mike Morris. He's like, I got this crypto, and I was like, I had done crypto from late 2023 and into 2/3 of the way into 2024. And I was looking for, something, an asset, a crypto asset that could perform. And, I looked around, I played around in the crypto circles, the decentralized finance platforms and liquidity pools and all this stuff, right? Kind of like the day trading of cryptos. I learned a lot. I even paid a company to catch me up and, boost me with my knowledge and help me with the terminology a little bit. And after doing that for a while, and then, getting later into 2024, knowing that the radio station possibly was going to be moved and that could be me involved, the more it looked like it was going to be me involved, I just did not want to mess with cryptos. It's like I already got the gold and silver thing going on. I'm doing the 3 hours of radio a day. And then the radio station I know was going to make me really just completely busy because I know the work. I've been through this rodeo once before. And so I turned away from the crypto, sold all my stuff, got out of it, come in March, about a week into March, I walk in the door, start working here, and I go to the off-road automotive event that was planned, and Mike Morris was there, and he was supporting off-road automotive in their event, and he came up and said, I got this TEXIT coin thing. And I was like, oh, all right, a crypto. And I was skeptical because, but it's like, well, if I'm too skeptical, I would have never bought into the Patriot Trading Group, and I wouldn't be on this journey in the last 7+ years that I've been on since I joined up with Joe at the Patriot Trading Group. So I did look at it, and as soon as I looked at it and Mike was talking about it, I was like, this is what I was looking for. This is the coin that this is the opportunity that I was looking for in late 2023, but mostly in 2024. So, man, am I busy. So the TEXIT thing is just sucking all of the oxygen out of the room. Joe's office has just been super busy. And I can't go I'm not going to be able to go to Las Vegas. I need a little bit of time off, but I also need some catch-up time on several things because I don't want to neglect one area of what I'm doing, whether it be the gold side or the TEXIT side, which I'm not neglecting, or the radio station. And so Joe's going to get out there. He's taking his wife Sarah, and they're going to get out there for a couple days. I've been invited to, I guess there's supposed to be these crypto conferences maybe every month or every couple months. So maybe I'll take a day off when my workload is seemingly that's a good idea. But man, we're going to talk a little bit about TEXIT today. With Joe not being here, he told me yesterday I'm not coming on tomorrow. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was going to prepare for shows. And then I had this TEXIT call and that TEXIT call and this gold call and this other TEXIT call. And pretty soon it's 11 o'clock at night. And it's like, oh, I still got to get ready for a show. But I got a little bit of, Joe's been doing this longer than me. And I've been doing this for a while now. And sometimes we talk and we got new listeners. We're always getting new listeners. We're getting new customers. And we don't go back to the basic stuff, the old information. I try to always revisit. Sometimes when Joe is gone, I try to revisit. It's just some simple information. I might cover a little bit of a history of central banking. The guys who've listened to me over the years, you'll have heard a lot of this. But it's good to brush up and have the new people understand why we do gold and silver, why we're getting into TEXIT. It's the same sort of reasons. It's because the money system is a disaster. We have a central bank made up of private bankers, private corporations that own and control almost all the fiat currencies and assets of this planet. And to get what you would consider the American dream, or to get ahead, you have to figure things out. You got to take an interest in this subject. Ignorance is bliss. So if if you're happy with your 9 to 5, I mean, listen, I have no beef. I will not talk down to the average guy who's working the 9 to 5, paying the bills, having a family, and just grinding it out. To each their own. But I like a little bit more comfortable life. I try to find ways to make my time and efforts pay off a little better. And one of those things for savings is gold and silver. Gold is up. Gold is up a lot. I'm going to refresh my screen here and see where we're at to the moment. I know it's been up as much as almost $70. It's up $63.62. It's at $3,359. So Joe is gone, and I'm just going to have some fun. I'm going to throw this special out there because let's spark a few buyers out there. Our special yesterday was a $20 Liberty. We have it online at $3,495. So this Friday only, I'm just going to keep that special right where it's at. Call 800-951-0592. I'm going to keep yesterday's special. That was $63 ago. $3,495 on a $20 Liberty at 800-951-0592. We'll be back. We're going to talk some TEXIT and talk some central banking history when we get back. Patriot Radio News Hour. It's a Friday, May 23rd. It's a good day. I don't know what the weather is in Arizona. I'm sure it's pretty good. It's a nice day so far here in Colorado. The number to call for buying gold and silver from the Patriot Trading Group is 800-951-0592. I'm keeping yesterday's special on 20s. Joe is gone. Gold is up 63. $3,495 on a $20 gold piece at 800-951-0592. I've had mixed reactions about how much we're talking about TEXIT. One of the reasons we're getting so much that Joe and I have saturated the coverage on TEXIT coin is on an opportunity like this in a building situation, the sooner the better. The sooner you build it, the better the returns will be on TEXIT coin. So we're trying to get as many people in as quickly as possible. I'm going to take this moment here to talk a little bit about a few things that you can do to help yourselves, which will help us, because I know that this is going to be a long-term project. If things go the way it seems that it's going to go, a lot of our listeners that are buying into this are going to there's going to be there's a learning curve. There's things that you're going to have to figure out. This is a digital currency. This is not cash. This is not gold. This is a digital currency, which means computers and technology. And that doesn't mean that if you're not super smart and fast with computers that you shouldn't get into this. It means that go ahead and get into this and start learning the 21st century a little bit. You're just going to have to on this. The first thing I do when people come in and sign up, I ask them kind of where their level is. The first thing I say, I'd like to sign up with this thing, Jason, but I don't understand it. So I say, okay, well, do you ever log on your computer to your bank account? Do you ever check your balance on your checking account, your savings account? And if the answer to that is yes, that's a great start. Okay. Many people that are signing up say, I never go to online banking. I never do that. Okay, if you're somebody that is signing up or wanting to sign up for TEXIT, you can sign up without going into your online banking, to your checking your balances, maybe try to pay one bill or something online. If you've not done that at all, we'll still sign you up, but you have to show, to me, when I sign people up, I want to see a willingness that you're going to be in this space at some point in the future, because you're going to cause us grief, and you're going to cause yourself grief if you're not willing to even enter the space to begin with. It may not be for you. But if you say, no, I've never done that, I kind of stop the conversation. If you'd like to sign up, are you willing to go in there, start tooling around, just get comfortable in your bank account, the one you're already using that you already signed up for. If people are willing to do that, I'll do the sign up. I'll talk more about TEXIT, and I'll talk about that here, but I'll cover more with them. But they need to start by doing that. I'll do the sign up, get into your bank account, and it's, online banking is a digital bank account. If you actually have been inside of your online banking, which the majority of our people actually have done that. There's still quite a percentage of people that don't do that at all. I used to be one of those. My mom actually had to drag me into doing online banking. She worked on me for a couple of years, or maybe it's been 5 years, and I finally got into it. But second question would be, okay, so you do online banking, great. Second question is, do you have a Coinbase or a Kraken account, a crypto exchange account? A lot of our listeners are just no on that. Cool. Well, the crypto exchange, for those that are trying to learn this, think of the crypto exchange as a bank for cryptos. When you have your bank account, it's your dollars, it's your paycheck, it's your bills going out, it's your dollars bank account. A crypto exchange like Coinbase or Kraken it's a crypto coin exchange. You can move dollars in there from your bank account, and then you can change the dollars into stable coins like USDC to pay for things online or through crypto. You can change it into Bitcoin or other cryptos. And in the future, Kraken, for example, is going to have TEXIT coin for sale there. Not yet, but it's there. Another crypto exchange, DexTrade, is already, once again, a crypto bank is what I would call it. A crypto exchange has TEXIT for sale, buying and selling. Step one, online banking. Step two, crypto exchange. The crypto exchange works much like your online banking. For the people that are, they hear all these things that you have to do to offload your TEXIT coin when you go to sell it. It works a lot like your online banking. So if you've already done that, you're ahead. If you don't do online banking, start with that. Because if you're signing up for TEXIT coin, if you're signing up because you want to sell it every single day, then I'm going to suggest you do the crypto exchanges and get familiar in the space first. Most of our sign-ups that are very technologically, unfamiliar, they're going to hold the TEXIT coin. They're going to hold the mining shares and build the coins up. So we got time for you guys to learn this space so that Joe and I and our outfit in Arizona there and myself here in Colorado, we're not going to be overwhelmed in a few months or 6 months or 12 months about how do I move this and what do I do here? And I got this cold storage wallet coin, and I just want everyone to be involved in the space. Okay, so if you have a Coinbase account, this is even better because I could say, hey, throw some money into the Coinbase account, and I can send you to the sign-up sheet for TEXIT. You can sign Joe or myself or anybody as the sponsor that puts you into TEXIT. You can fill out the form and send USDC from your Coinbase account and sign yourself up. You're way ahead. If you have a Coinbase account and you can load it and you can pay for your mining shares, whether that be a 9-pack, a 6-pack, or 3-pack, or whatever, you'll be able to do that. So that's how I lean people into it. You need to have a crypto exchange account opened as soon as possible. It's going to help with everybody and everything. You can go into Coinbase or go into Kraken. It costs nothing. Yes, they're going to ask for your, I don't know if they ask for social security number. It's been a while since I did my sign up. But they're going to ask for a picture of your driver's license. They're going to have some personal information because this is just like your Coinbase account and your Kraken account are just like a bank account. You go open up a brand new bank account because you want to open, let's just say you want a second or third or fourth bank account. They're going to ask for the same documents. Yeah, I don't like my personal information shared. I wish I could be more private. However, it means that Kraken and Coinbase and your bank accounts are a little more secure for somebody trying to come in and take something from you. So, give a little, get a little sort of thing. So the way this works then is you sign up for mining shares. You can buy the TEXIT coin from DexTrade and just start up a TEXIT account, but the mining shares is essentially, I was talking to somebody, a farmer, yesterday, and he's trying to figure this out. He said, I don't totally get this. It's mining shares, and you get coins in this account. And I said, look, think of it this way. You can go buy corn, and when you have a whole silo full of corn, there's value there because you could always sell the corn. The corn is the TEXIT coin. The field that the farmer has, that's the mining shares. The corn grows, you harvest the corn, and then the field will produce more corn, and you harvest the corn. With a TEXIT account, your field is you're harvesting a little bit of corn every day into your TEXIT account. That's why this is a better asset, I think, than many cryptos, and of course, even some blockchains are out there, because you don't have to have you're spending these thousands of dollars to get these mining shares. Well, it's an investment, but if TEXIT would have done it the same way as Bitcoin, then anybody could have plugged into the system and started mining the coins, right, with a computer or a mainframe or a wall full of computers or a whole room full of computers. TEXIT, by letting you, they're all in-house with their mining computers. They're going to take care of that, and they need people to invest. And they turn on more and more computers. They're going to open a fourth facility. They have 3 facilities with computers that are mining the coins. It's growing, so a fourth facility. Then they'll have a 5th facility, and they'll keep growing it. The plan is to have 33 total. They're all going to be in Texas. And us buying mining shares grows the mine and requires more electricity and more computers. If it was done like Bitcoin, anybody across the world would have a computer, can log in and start mining coins, and then you have the computer equipment that you have to pay for. You have to pay for the maintenance. These computers get so hot, they burn up. You have to pay for the monthly electricity bill. Some of these Bitcoin miners in years past were spending hundreds, then they're spending thousands, and then they were spending tens of thousands of dollars a month just on the electricity. Just, if Bitcoin was $20,000 and it costed you $16,000 in electricity that month, yeah, you made $4,000. That's great, but I mean, that's a tremendous amount of electricity. And your computers go out, then there goes your venture. With TEXIT coin, you don't have to do any of that. You get to buy into a limited amount. The highest amount is the 9-pack, $9,000. The lowest amount you can come in is one hash, one mining share at $1,000. The way it works, once because we're talking about technically unsavvy people trying to figure out, how does this work? How am I going to pay myself in the future? Well, you're going to have a cold storage wallet coin, which will be mailed to you after you sign up. It'll take a couple of weeks. Your account is basically on that coin. There's going to be a QR sticker on the back. You're going to scan that with your phone. You'll have an app on your phone. You can look at the balance, the dollar amount, and the amount of coins. Even without doing the app on your phone, you can go to minetxe.com, and you'll be able to go to your dashboard and see the coins you're mining every day. You can multiply that by the price of TEXIT coin, and you'll have the amount of your account. Every single day, Colorado time, about 6:10 to 6:30, a deposit gets put in there. Arizona time right now, that would probably be 5:10 or 5:30. So you've got this cold wallet. What's a cold wallet? Cold wallet is like it's an off-grid account. Nobody can get to it. Only you can. You have to activate this coin by pulling the sticker off and scanning the laser engraved QR code behind it to turn it into a hot wallet. Cold wallet what it just means is it's there and it receives. Anybody, if I wanted to send you TEXIT coin to your cold storage wallet, I just need your address, your independent, unique address, and I can send TEXIT coin into your cold wallet. This is how TEXIT sends your coins into your wallet. It's a receive-only wallet. It's cold, so nothing can be pulled out until the person who has access to the account opens it. So let's say time goes on, and I'm going to tell you some advantages. We're going to go into the next segment. Now that I've explained some of the basics, on the next segment, I'm going to tell you some stuff that is going to be superior, just awesome for the listening audience, the Patriot Trading Group customers. because a lot of you guys are trading an ounce of gold for a 3-pack or 3 ounces of gold for a 9-pack. I'm going to clue you in on some advantages to getting technologically ready for the future. Get your crypto exchange accounts opened. Get them ready so that you can receive money and move money in them. And it's going to be great. But so you want to sell, okay? Well, what you have to do to get the money off the cold wallet is you got to turn it hot, which means you peel the sticker off. You scan the laser engraved QR code in the back of the coin. When you get these cold wallet coins, this needs to go in your safe with your gold. It's an account. It has value that you need to keep safe. If somebody gets this coin, they can take the money off your account. Plus, you may not be able to open up your coins, your account, because it's cold storage, and don't want to lose your ability to get into your account. Once you open the account, you have to send the coins from your cold wallet into your crypto exchange that I talked about earlier, about opening up a Coinbase and really more importantly, open up a Kraken account, because TEXIT looks to be on Kraken hopefully by the end of summer. You send the money to Kraken. Kraken's attached to your bank account, and then you send the money from Kraken to your bank account, and that's how your money comes to your account. You just simply have to learn a few simple online abilities to use TEXIT. Welcome back, the Patriot Radio News Hour. Gold and silver. The number to call to buy gold today, and I'm keeping the $20 Liberty special from yesterday. Gold is up. Last I saw it was $63. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick check on this price, because it's been moving tremendously today for sure. Here we go. Yep, still up about $63, $3,358 the ounce. Silver's up as well, $33.35 to the ounce. If silver can hold above 35 and push towards that, hold it above 33 and push towards that 35. If it starts pushing to 40, man, it will just watch out. Silver hits 40, I think it balloons up to 50, and once it breaks the all-time high, there is no ceiling or anything that can maybe really hold it down, except for the manipulation by the markets. But let me get back to TEXIT. I had a few people criticize, hey, I don't really want to hear about all this stuff. I want to hear just about gold and silver. And don't worry, there's going to be plenty of gold and silver. We're trying to get people signed up to TEXIT early. The earlier you sign up, the bigger the benefit. I went very slowly about the technologically unsavvy, which is a lot of our audience, and how you can help yourselves, which is also going to help us, because as the weeks and the months go by and you guys need more and more help, we will help out. But if you can help yourselves, you're going to help yourself greatly, because you're going to learn it, and you won't have to call us for as many questions. And you got to be comfortable in your online banking, got to be comfortable in a crypto exchange. Sign up to crypto exchanges today. If you signed up already, get signed up to Kraken, get signed up to Coinbase, get comfortable in the space. Plus, if you want to sign people up, here's the other thing. If you want to sign people up, you being in the space and learning how to get some money into the Coinbase account, you can pay for your signups by having crypto in those accounts. I know that the 800 number, we're taking people that call in to help sign people up under you, but all you're doing is giving yourself a crutch, because at some point, when we're signing up people under you, you're going to have the same questions when you're trying to offboard this stuff. And you're at some point, I know Joe's being very generous to help people out, but at some point, enough will be enough if we got the whole world wanting to sell their TEXIT coin at some point, and you guys are not ready. You need to get ready. You're going to get into investment. You need to learn how to get out of the investment. And the better the better your knowledge is, the better it'll be. I've said before, if you're not worried about your money, if you're not taking care of your money, somebody else will take care of it for you. The little bit more effort and time you put into it, the better. So when I left off, I want to get to the part which is, I think, pretty exciting about TEXIT coin. Because there's a lot of questions, there's a lot of unknown territory, and I think the entire world of crypto, there's still a lot of unknowns. It's not just Joe and Jason to have some lack of knowledge about it. the federal government, the world at large. There's a lot of people that don't know exactly what the future is exactly going to be. So there, we're still in a time frame where it's not super regulated. There's questions on how it's taxed, or how you should tax it, or when you should tax it. There's questions about what do you do, how long do you hold it, should you have profit sell, all this, which is like with any other asset. But crypto is kind of the wild, wild west still. It's not been tamed. So with that in mind, I've had some questions about, okay, well, I got my online banking. I'm comfortable there, and I can move in and out of the crypto exchange that I've signed up. I have my cold storage wallet. I'm signed up. I got my copper round with my QR code on it. Now I understand that I need to, take the sticker off to open the cold wallet to sell it. And now if you understand, once you get to the point where you understand how to offload it, well, the question is, okay, well, then, how do I pay taxes? What's going to happen if you offload these coins onto Kraken? Let's say Kraken is now accepting TEXIT coin. Let's say it's December, and you've made a good chunk of money in there. When you offload that money to Kraken, the TEXIT coin, and then put it in your account, at the end of the year, Kraken or Coinbase or whoever you choose, most likely will send you a 1099 form, for taxes. Now, obviously, if you put $9,000 in, and let's say your account in December is at $16,000, so you've got a healthy gain. Your gain is obviously $7,000, so I don't know the tax implications. I'm not going to pretend to, and not even try to advise you on what to do. I'm just simply saying and putting the situation out there. Now, here's something that I'm thinking of in this example. You got a 9-pack. Right, which right now gives you 12 hash, and you've decided in December you've got 16,000 there, and you're thinking, I think maybe it's a good time to take profit. And for you gold guys, listen to this. This is what I like. Elon Musk doesn't pay taxes when he sells his stock. He sells his SpaceX, well, don't say Tesla. He sells his Tesla stock, and he puts it into his mind chip, his whatever you call the Neuralink, right? By moving it off of his Tesla stock, which he's done a lot because it's overpriced by a whole lot, and he moves it into Neuralink stock. He doesn't pay taxes. It's a trade. You are not going to report to the IRS generally that you're just not at all. You're not going to report to the IRS if you have a bicycle and your neighbor wants the bicycle and you need a lawnmower. You give him the bicycle. He gives you the lawnmower. It's a trade. There's no taxes. So, like I said, laws can be changed, rules can be changed, but trading, as far as my tax knowledge is up to this point, trading is not taxed. Dollars usually have to be involved for taxing, normally. So you have 16,000 in there. Let's say it's December. Let's say to get, let's say you gave Joe, or you gave me 3 ounces of gold. Now, there's a lot of these gold guys like, I don't want to do the gold. I'll go get the cash to get in, or I'll, whatever. But I said, just, if it's easy, if you don't want to mess with your accounts and try to dig up the cash, give us 3 ounces of gold. You can get into a 9-pack. Now, let's fast forward to December. Let's say you got $16,000 you built up in that account in TEXIT coin. You offboard you open the wallet, right? But instead of sending it to a crypto account, you send it to Patriot under Joe or under me. We have $20 gold pieces for $4,000 each. You got $16,000. You put 3 ounces of gold to get into this thing. You're gonna just send that TEXIT coin from your wallet to our wallet. No exchanges, because we have TEXIT and you're gonna have TEXIT. You've turned your 3 ounces of gold into 4 ounces of gold. And guess what? After you just dumped all that TEXIT coin and got your gold, that day you get another coin deposit into your TEXIT account, and it keeps producing. We'll be right back. Think about it. The number to call to buy gold and silver, 800-951-0592. And we got $20 gold pieces. Gold's up $65 today. We had a special on our website, $3,495. I'm going to recheck that because doing the show by yourself, because Joe's on his way to Las Vegas to be at the crypto convention over there in Las Vegas. Yep, $3,495. That was yesterday's special on $20 Liberties, $3,495. Gold's up $65. There you go. There's your Joe's Not Around super special on a $20 Liberty. It's $3,495 with gold up $65 an ounce. Isn't calling any louder than that to you. 800-951-0592. Let me get back to where it was, because people are talking. It's like, well, okay, you guys are selling the TEXIT. I want to hear other stuff. I don't want to hear just TEXIT stuff, but this is a front end sort of situation. We want to get as many people in because the benefit's greater at the front end than the back end, obviously. And so, I'm addressing some of those reasons why we're talking so much about it, which is, look, this is going to be something that we're going to be, as long as the asset performs the way that we anticipate, this is going to be linked to the gold and silver company, because you may not want to just send it to your Kraken account and into your account. You may just say, hey, Jason, or hey, Joe, or hey, whoever that has gold, that has a TEXIT account. We get a community of TEXIT account people here in Arizona and here in Colorado. And you can, when we have a gold special, we'll do like you guys always do. And when the coins ship, I call you in for an appointment. And when you come in, you can send TEXIT into my TEXIT or to the Patriot TEXIT to Arizona or whatever way. And Joe and I will obviously understand how we're going to be distributing the payments. But now, instead of going into your crypto account and getting a 1099, you're trading TEXIT coin, which is not dollars, for gold. I just Joe and I haven't really covered this ground because we're on the front end of this, the signups phase. But as time gets moving on, a lot of you guys, especially the guys that are signing up here in Colorado, you guys are giving me 3 ounces of gold, and you're like, oh, but gold's this much, and I was like, well, I'd probably only be paying you about $3,000 or maybe $3,050 for an ounce of gold, anyways, because there's still a lot of selling going on in the metals markets. But you guys are saying, I don't want to give up my gold. I'll give you cash, and that's fine. I'll take the cash. In Arizona, we take checks and credit cards and to get you signed up. And Joe's additionally trying to help people sign up people under them, to build your account at TEXIT. But the back end, think of the back end. You got a gold company that is bringing the TEXIT forward, and in months and the years to come, as TEXIT is still performing and doing what it's supposed to be doing, we will be able to reverse the payment. Because a lot of guys that are doing their goals, like, I really want my gold back. It's like, well, the majority of the people signing up, it looks to me like they're going to have their initial investment back in about 120 days, which is astounding. 200 days is kind of like the safe zone. So that's a little over 6 months. Okay, so we can go with the 200 days, but it could be much faster than that, especially with the coin price moving up. And that's your investment back. And like I said, if the price of gold tends to go up in that period of time, do you like my example? If the price of a $20 gold piece at some point in the future is $4,000, and you've got $16,000 built up from your 9-pack, if it's a 3-pack, think about, if your 3-pack gets built up to about $8,000, if you use 1 ounce of gold to get into your 3-pack, you get to $8,000. If we're selling gold pieces for $4,000, you will just, open your wallet, your cold wallet, send the TEXIT coin to us, and then we will get you 2 ounces of gold. And then once again, you've emptied out your TEXIT account. Bang. Same day, here comes another deposit of coins into your TEXIT account. So it's a tremendous opportunity. If anyone wants to call in, I wanted to get through talking about it. If you have questions, comments, I may bleed this into the half-empty cup of Joe. I got different things to talk about and kind of a potpourri show for the Half Empty Cup of Joe. But call us here at 877-536-1360 if you'd like to call. A little bit of time in this segment, the short segment, as we move on to the next hour, which will be the Half Empty Cup of Joe. You guys in Arizona, obviously, you've heard it before. If you want to listen to the Half Empty Cup of Joe, you can't get the radio there in Arizona, so you go to 1360khnc.com. You can stream the show, and I'll cover some questions, and we'll move on to some other things to talk about as we move into the next hour. But tremendous opportunities here today. We got gold as a great price, a great special. And the TEXIT coin, we're moving into this weekend. Joe is going on his trip. I know the office ladies are only going to be able to handle so much activity. If what I said is struck a chord and a whole bunch of you out there, it may not just be as simple as just come in and sign up, and you're signed up easily. So some of this is going to take a few days to get you onboarded. When Joe and I started doing this several weeks ago, we'd bring people in, we can get them signed up and get their accounts going the same day. This has been slowed down. There's been some changes on the way that we pay TEXIT for the people we're collecting money for, and it has slowed it down going into Memorial Day weekend. If you're really interested in this, go ahead and call over there, 800-951-0592. You can try to contact me if you have my business phone. That's 720-378-1323. I don't want to take any phone calls. Friday's my busiest day, but you can also email over at khnc1360contact@aol.com. One more time, you can email there, khnc1360contact@aol.com. I'll start going through the emails when I have time, most likely be Saturday. But if what I've told you is sparking more interest, you're going to have to be patient because this thing is moving and a lot of people are interested right now. And come join. It's going to be pretty exciting. I got a caller coming in. We will get to the caller here on the other side. 877-536-1360. Friday. Hello, there we go. Hey, final segment on the Patriot Radio News Hour. I may carry this conversation to the next hour. I got some other things we're going to talk about. Have some fun. Anybody wants to talk about anything? This is a Friday. I'm gonna slowly morph from my I guess if you want to call what I do on Patriot Professional and get into Half Empty Cup of Joe. And there's kind of a transformation on Friday until we get to Fake News Friday. If any of you guys in Arizona are interested in a hard rock show with just some fun and just trying to lighten the mood on the drive time for you guys on a. Can you imagine the kind of road rage that's going on a Memorial Day Friday trying to get home? I mean, I've been in Colorado my whole life, and the number one topic besides gold or TEXIT right now is the traffic. that's the big thing. And sitting right here in Johnstown, looking outside into the street on a drive time when Fake News Friday comes on, it is just bonkers busy because County Road 17 goes. I mean, north of Severance, it goes all the way through down to Highway 66. So when I-25 jams up, I mean, that's, Colorado Boulevard / County Road 13 is like a main artery, and that gets all clogged up, and there's stoplights and stop signs. You get stuck in a traffic jam there. So the next thing is to come on over to County Road 17 and put the A-frame out there, get people got to get some more signage, some fun stuff out there. So when all these people that are driving by can see, hey, we need to tune into this radio station, but. We got a caller. Let's go to the caller. Little John, go ahead, man. Thanks for calling in. What's your question or comment?
Hey, good morning, Jason. I just wanted to say, so you got me to sign up for TEXIT Coin, and my experience with crypto has been lukewarm. I've actually lost quite a bit of money in years past, but I jumped in because lots of millionaires are being made with coins, and the fastest way is to get in early on a project. You showed me TEXIT Coin. It looks good. It's a good project, good team running it. And then I have to say, after I signed up, I got into Bobby Gray, and he seems legitimate, and he's speaking our love language. I really loved the interview you and Joe did a couple weeks ago. He understands the crappy banking system, and this is a way to fight back against the bad banking system.
Yeah, and that's why during that interview, I didn't do a lot of talking because Joe was doing the questions and Bobby was doing most of the talking. But once Bobby said certain things about what this is, it's like, okay, yeah, that's just like tally sticks, England, right? And how they came up with a business class borrowing and lending system, which made this little island nation the most powerful country on the face of the planet. Of course, then the bankers came in there and made it worse, but took something that was good and made it worse. And then later on in the interview, he was talking about getting away from the system and making coins. I was like, yeah, hard times tokens, the 1800s, right, John? It's not like the citizens have never done something like this. So don't be afraid of it. Just don't walk into it blind, right?
This is maybe the 21st century version of a barter system.
Yeah, I mean, did you like the example? I mean, if you're in a 9-pack, somewhere late in the year, you get it to, let's say you get it to 16,000. Let's say you traded the 3 ounces of gold in like you did. If you wanted to, you could liquidate the account and get 4 ounces of gold. There you go. You're an ounce ahead. You traded it. It didn't go through a crypto account. And next day or that day or the next day, you're getting your next deposit, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think everyone should sign up.
Well, you're invited to call in the next show, John. Whatever we want to talk about. I got a couple things maybe that we'll lean into, but go ahead, tune in over to 1360khsc.com. We'll have a nice 1 hour of the Half Empty Cup of Joe, and if you're so inclined, listen to KHSC the rest of the day into the evening. It should be good listening.